Good morning, Warren First 931ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside with
Duke Rice.
all the way from Yurton Nation. Good morning.
Morning, live from the Havener compound where my mother-in-law is hanging out with me this morning.
Oh, shout out to Miss
So,
Teresa.
Miss
Love
Teresa.
her. But real quickly, a couple of wrap-ups. How was your weekend?
I probably spent more time in Cookville than I care to imagine.
Okay, what'd you do?
Well, Friday we went over to my brother-in-law's house, and he had kind of a cookout get together. And so we're like, what do you want us to bring? He's like, just bring some drinks. Everybody else got food covered. And we're like, but surely there's some kind of dessert somebody's bringing. He's like, no, about the sweetest thing we got. It's going to be watermelon. So we stopped at the store before we went over and got the most American dessert you can think of for the 4th of July, apple pie and vanilla ice cream.
I was going to say, was it pecan pie?
Yeah, no, it was apple pie. Nothing says 4th of July in America like
Right.
apple pie. So we went over there and hung out. And, of course, he lives in a neighborhood right behind the fairgrounds over there where they were doing the 4th of July celebration over there.
Oh,
and it was funny because we could hear the music being played and everything over there because it's that close. I mean, as a matter of fact, my son and some of my nephews walked over to the fairgrounds from his house.
Yeah.
And it was that close. So anyway, but they had a Bon Jovi tribute band performing called Slippery When Wet.
No, they didn't. Is that their name? Okay.
Yes, it was fantastic. And so it was like they were doing a lot of the, Born to Be My Baby and, Bad Medicine and, all those Wanted Dead or Alive and all those great Bon Jovi tunes. They were pretty dead on. They were very good. So, but
did the singer look like Bon Jovi?
Yeah, he was dressed like Bon Jovi, like mid '90s Bon Jovi, short hair and all that. Kind of where John Bon Jovi is kind of going through his frosted blonde,
frosted
short hair thing. Yeah. So there was that, and then on Sunday was my brother-in-law's birthday, so we all got together and went out to eat over in Cookville again, and then we went over to his place and had ice cream cake, where the ice cream and the cake's all together in one.
Yeah, those are some good cakes. I like the cookies and cream ice cream cake. Those are the best.
So that's how my weekend went. So now I get to go tomorrow to my doctor to see how bad I've been all weekend. And
this is your test results.
Yeah.
Listen, at this point, I feel like in our lives, there's no regrets. We cannot, you know what I mean? Like, we could not be like, well, yesterday was a pile of bloop, but today we'll see what comes.
Well, I kept on telling everybody yesterday, it's like about my test results. Like, well, how do you feel about it? It's like, I just waiting for the doctor to go, and here's another prescription. And here's another prescription.
I love it.
But so that's how my weekend went. So and listen, I saw it looked like the fireworks show down there was freaking awesome. I saw your video.
Yes, Brian was there. Brian Carr came. They were at the Beta convention, and then he came in that day or that night before, and then he was there that night. And I'm going to tell you, bravo to Chris Cope from Chris Springs Fireworks, good friend of ours. Did a phenomenal job. Now, to my knowledge, this was his first time doing the fireworks show like this time. And I know, I'm not saying he's a novice, but when it comes to first time for everybody, they said even though this was his first time doing it, they said he did a phenomenal job at the Milner Recreation Center. So kudos to him. Thanks to First National Bank. Thanks to Ben Lomond Connect. And also, I think it makes a huge difference. I know everybody's like, why they do this, but Main Street Live was held at between the Gilly Pool and the Milner Recreation Center. and it was the Ninth Son, which won last year's Battle of the Bands, and then followed by Joe Harvey. Yes, again, if you missed it, we do have videos of it. You can check it out. I don't know if anybody else was doing any live feeds. I want to say because Ben Lomond was there, they might have done some live shots and stuff, but I don't know. But Megan Garwood that was there, she said so many people said it was fantastic. I want to say right a little bit after high school or between high school and radio days, it started kind of going downhill. And I don't know if it's because the fireworks were just off. I don't know. But I don't think Chris Cope was the fireworks person at that time.
No.
But at the time, that was when Dr. Pepper had it. And I remember when I was in high school and middle school and elementary and itty bitty like Randy Jane, the fireworks were just so phenomenal. And there was not a bad seat anywhere that you could go on to, right?
Right.
And you can remember those days. And I have kind of pulled back in the past maybe 4 or 5 years because it's just not been as spectacular. And that's why, you have all these choices of going to Viola or Morrison or Midway or McMinnville. So many options, right? And I'll say when we went to Viola, when we went to Morrison, and we went to Chattanooga this year on Thursday night, we went to Chattanooga. Every fireworks show we went to, including the one we put on at the Treehouse on 4th of July night. Yeah, America. It was phenomenal. I couldn't have asked for a better time. Randy Jane I feel like, I hate to say this, parents, but we try to show our kids how things can be fun. And we did kind of struggle bus with her the past couple of years because, they're babies. It's loud. They don't understand it. And so this year was the first year Randy was like, well, maybe if I see a pink firework. So we went to Daryl's, Austin's place, Mr. Daryl's Fireworks, because that's close by our house. And we're like, Daryl, do you have any pink fireworks? And he goes, oh, yeah, I got plenty. And sure enough, he gave us a lot of those on top of the ones that don't make noise.
Yeah.
Just to, appease her. And where we were at our house, Duke's been there, or at the Treehouse, my mom's bedroom window was like right where she could see it. So she stayed inside the house.
Oh, yeah.
And enjoyed the fireworks show from inside. Now, because it wasn't as loud. She said, Mama, it wasn't as loud because she won't. And I'll tell you, I know you're thinking, put some headphones on her. No, she don't like wearing them. She don't like wearing bows. She barely wears her hair up in a ponytail. She doesn't like wearing, it's a thing. Okay. So, but we had an awesome time with friends and family. And, it was a great break from everything from what was going on in downtown McMinnville. I love 4th of July week because that's the only thing people talk about. And there's so many events you can choose to go to and see and be a part of. And so we just had a great time. And as far as food goes, my mom made her special baked beans. Oh, so good. And as far as desserts go, Duke, I'm going to have to give a shout out to my mom. And I can't remember where she found it, but somebody made her homemade recipe of caramel or caramel cake, however you say it at home. And it was that hard icing.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. It's like, let's just say I did go into diabetic coma and I went to bed after I ate some of it. So, but no, I think between the hamburgers, the traditional hot dogs, the baked beans, the potato salad, the cookies, gosh, my mom made her famous cheese dip with the bell pepper jelly stuff. Oh yeah, and she made Joby's famous. I don't ever know. I'll say this wrong. I hope my mom's listening. I never know if it's Joby's recipe or my mom's recipe. But they make this amazing spinach artichoke dip.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know whose recipe it is because every time I'm around one of them, they'll say it's theirs. So I don't know which one, but I really, truly hope everybody did have a great 4th of July. And I want to say real quickly on the 4th of July, thanks to each and every one of you that responded to the Warren First 931 post about 4th of July pictures. Let me tell you, in the newspaper, and I know some people are like, I can't believe you did that. But I think everybody deserves a little shine in the paper. And I don't care if it's 100 or 200 photos. But at the time on Sunday, we were up to 100 and 610 photos. And so I had to cut it off after a point, guys, because I had to send it to the printer. But if you didn't get it in around a certain time, I apologize I didn't make it. But thank you so much to everybody that responded. But the first 2 to 3 pages is your photos. And to see how everybody done their sparklers, their family traditions, swimming in the pool, grilling, pictures with the fireworks with your cousins. Honestly, that if I had to explain it in a picture what Warren First is, it's what happens on the 4th of July. Everybody getting together, making family traditions, getting the word out about stuff going on. That's what it's all about. And so that's why I wanted to make sure every photo, every caption, Duke, got in this newspaper. And so make sure you get it. It will be available today after 1 at all the store locations. I did get confirmation this morning. They did get my email. So hopefully it'll be done in a couple of minutes. I love them. But I do want to say a shout out before we go on our first break. Hello to Miss Retha Muncie, Megan Garwood, Chris Tillafero, a brother from another mother. Love you, bro. Casey Nunley says, good morning. It's our assistant. He's over here on the side. And then you're making me hungry, girl. Retha says, I'm coming to the party next year. The Morrison fireworks were awesome this year. Thanks to Chris Cope for the fantastic job. I want to say, if you are thinking, who done the fireworks? It was Chris Cope all the way is all I'm hearing. He did McMinnville. He done, was it Centertown? I'm going to go back to my text. Hold on. Because he did text me when I was trying to find out all the firework times and stuff. Let's see. And I want to make sure to give him where credit is due because that is a feat in itself. So he helped out he did Viola, Centertown, McMinnville, Midway, and Morrison.
Wow.
Yeah. He said, I don't know about Dibble or if Lucky is doing any fireworks. That was the last message I got from him. But kudos to him on the amazing display of fireworks show. And what would it be called? His pyro addiction. What are they called? Pyros? Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. But we are going to take a quick break from our word from our sponsors. But when we get back on the show, we're going to have Weather with Walker this morning. He is dressed and ready to talk, ladies and gentlemen. He took a shower and everything.
Whoa, watch out now.
And brushed his teeth. But it really doesn't matter if he brushed his teeth or not either because we're on video. But other than that, we will be right back. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Through located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders. Your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken court. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Praters Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Hey, Randy Jane, the blueberries are here.
Fish.
You're both right.
The blueberries are already here at Randall Walker Farms, located on Manchester Highway.
We have fresh picked blueberries daily.
Come check us out at Randall Walker Farms or give us a call
at 635-9535.
I sound so different, man.
Welcome back, Warrior First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside Duke Rice, all the way from Yurt Nation.
Yurt, everybody.
And real quickly, before I get this monstrosity on, Kay Cope, thank you so much. No, we don't do fireworks at Lucky. Thank you for letting me know. And Retha said, I didn't know that Chris Cope did the fireworks too in McMinnville. They were great. And then Eric Durham said,
no.
Duke, Kelly uses you old guys as co-hosts so she can look better than you all. Glad to see you're back on air.
Yeah, that's it. I'm
Eric.
I got what'd you say? My hearing just dropped out.
And then Retha said, you haven't seen the drone video of McMinnville. That was awesome. No, I have not seen the drone footage. That's very interesting.
The only drone video we saw was on
Sorry,
the
there's
news.
traffic stopped on the road over here.
On the news, the only drone video we saw was the drones
Are
making
you coming back over here? It's your turn. Come
No,
here.
but I'm gonna put them.
No, I'm gonna move it. It's not that.
Well, that's what I thought.
God
But
love you.
on the news, we saw this video of millions of drones just making the American flag.
Oh, the Nashville.
That
We
was
watched.
cool.
Yeah.
If anybody watched the Nashville fireworks with the orchestra and the bands and the drones,
Every time
Yeah.
they were playing it,
So
it somehow
cool.
when they were playing the song, it somehow, oh my god, it actually does. When they were playing the song, it actually synced a little bit to the fireworks somehow and linked to it.
Imagine that. I mean, when you're in Nashville, go big or go home.
That's right.
Go home.
Well, with that said, tell us the weather, Walker. What's going on?
Well, it's 79% chance. Well,
No, that's the 10th.
10. The high is 89. The low is 69.
Okay.
Sunny, light rain showers will start in 4 hours and 14 minutes.
So it's saying we're gonna have like a little heat. I call it a heat rain to cool things down, but it happens. That's normal. And then what's going on the rest of the week?
Tomorrow, at 9 a.m.
No, this
not
one.
that.
We're going
tomorrow. God.
Does this help you out? Is mine better?
Yes, yours is better. This is
Okay. It's too much.
Tomorrow to Tuesday is going to be 40% of rain. Wednesday 60, Thursday 70, Friday 50, Saturday through Sunday 50.
Yeah. So again, thunderstorms and showers are expected throughout the rest of the week. Hopefully, not as bad. Right?
I want rain.
And who's the weather being brought to you by?
Walker Slaughter.
He's learning. Thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors in this hour with Weather with Walker. Also, let's see. Thank you, Megan, for letting us know. She goes, I have my $2 in my bag on the door, sure ready for my paper.
Wait, who?
Yes,
right.
you are, girl.
Who?
Yes, you are.
Who?
Which I just remembered. Oh, my God.
Wait, where did Casey go?
Oh, I'll fix it.
Where did Casey go?
I don't know. I don't know where you went. The intern has vanished.
I think he's in the
He probably wised up.
I think he's in the bathroom.
That's why I only talk to guys that are older than me. These young ones just don't last. No.
They don't know.
Real quickly, before I forget to mention this, with the 4th of July going into some stuff that, happened here around and close to us. First and foremost, as far as our prayer list goes this morning, I do want to put the Brentwood lady on our list. If you're not aware of this, and we did share it on our page, as well as we did share it in this week's newsletter. I always have to see who's here. Wait a second. Oh, hold on.
Did the feds finally get Case, and did they finally catch him?
No.
Why is there a cop with something on the
Okay,
back?
so anyways, that was Jennifer Meredith Flack.
Who the heck is
What?
Terry?
I don't, son, this is squirrel moments. I hate squirrel moments. Love them and hate them. Yes, you can add people to the prayer list as I'm looking away from my camera. Yes. Casey, bring a paper home. That's from his mama, Shandy. Real quickly though, yes, if you want to add people on the prayer list, please turn them in now, because at the end of the show we will do a prayer list. But over the weekend at Center Hill Lake, a lady from Brentwood, I didn't catch her name, so I do apologize. She passed away when, unfortunately, at Center Hill Lake, she was. They thought she was trapped under the boat, which she was. But what had happened? The reports are saying now that her hat fell off in the water. She went to go grab it, and when she grabbed it, she fell in the water, and not knowing that the motor was still going and the propellers got to her. Now, normally, and I just put this out there, they didn't say if there was. Cason's back. Normally, when they say that, they would normally, if something like decapitation, they would say that in the news, but no reports of decapitation or anything like that. But there was trauma from the propellers, and they think that she instantly died once that happened. And again, during the holiday seasons, you've got to be careful. You've got to be cautious. And one big thing I always say to do is re-educate yourself before getting on a boat. Like, where's the whistle? Where's the life jackets? Where's the fire extinguisher if you need one? And then also always remember before somebody gets off the boat, because it is 4th of July, people were drinking, just be cautious and be that one person that watches everybody on the boat.
I forgot to tell you, guess what? Somebody almost ran into me and Dad when we were riding the jet ski, and they were 100% drunk.
Okay.
It
happens. It happens.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is that, when the 4th of July, everybody's on the water. And the thing about it is these things happen, excuse me, so quick. And you just, you just never know. I remember one time we used to do these these bonding trips when I worked in Cookville back in the day. And one time we got on one of these houseboats.
Yeah.
And like the whole staff, like programming, sales, everybody, general manager, everybody was out there.
Yeah.
And so we had one of our salespeople was out in the water and had a life jacket on. Yeah. And because we're out there on Dale Hollow Lake and all that. And so she's trying to swim toward the side of the houseboat to get back on. And we weren't going really that fast.
Right.
But the undercurrent was pulling her underneath the boat. And so fortunately somebody jumped in there and swam her out, go behind the boat to where it was safer, where you could get back on. There's the ladder back there and all that.
That's
You
right.
can get back on. So, but had that not happened, she would have went in the boat, probably drowned.
Yeah.
And it just though, as sad as those things are, it's just, and she was trying to be careful, and and fortunately it came out in a positive. But sometimes, you think, oh, my hat just fell in the water and it's right there. I'm just going to grab it, and then the next thing you know, you fall in, and the undertow from the propeller pulls you into that, and it's all over. It's that quick.
It is. And speaking of the disasters, me and Duke talked about this a little bit off air. It's really sad, and I was trying to debate, should we talk about it, should we not talk about it, but it is something that we should talk about. Is the guy? It's hard to even talk about it right now. But all the information I'm about to talk about, I got from News Channel 5. It's the NBC DFW, which is the actual Texas their News Channel 5 station. Okay, guys, because I wanted to try to get, but in Texas, they had a horrific flash flood in central Texas, where it grew to, and again, they said within a couple of hours, this storm just, as Walker called it, it looked like a tsunami, essentially. And with that said,
just they came out of the sky instead of the ground.
But with that said, as of yesterday at 4 p.m., 5 o'clock, there's still 11 campers that remain missing. I haven't checked this morning's update. 21 kids among nearly 70 are dead in Texas in the flooding. We have made posts about, and this is and I'm going to say it wrong, Kerr County is where this happened. Is that Cary? I can't say it. Kerr
County.
Kerr County? Okay, I'll go with that. This happened in Kerr County. This happened at and most of these campers that are still missing is from a girls' youth Christian camp retreat. Some have got returned back to their families. I do know I heard about 2 more got returned that were safe. They found in trees hanging for their dear life. One was on a mattress floating for several hours.
Hey, that's smart. If you're watching this, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, but the wild thing about this is before the national news came out, the National Weather Service, families were, going like, who's to blame? And of course, people at the campsite. Now, let me tell you, the first initial statements, and Duke, you can, chime in whenever you want to on this. The first initial statements from the campsite was, we get flash floods all the time. This has never happened before, and it's like me and Duke said off air. What was it about? It's who pays attention to the, and I hate to say this, I do, guys.
Yeah.
Who pays attention to the national service weather anymore?
Yeah. I mean, it's the example of my dad, right? Okay, we got a tornado warning. Well, as opposed to getting in your safe place, that a tornado may be coming in your way. I had a father and a grandfather who'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna go out on the porch and watch it coming. Then I'll go in the basement. And the thing about the Texas flood is that they run a flood area. That area is known for flooding, and but they also had been going through a drought.
Yeah.
But the rain came so fast and so hard that in just a matter of hours, and the National Weather Service was on top of it. You come to find out they were on top of it. They actually had extra staff for this because they knew something was coming. And as we always know, it's better to be safe than sorry. And was it that they got the flood warnings and they were like, it's not really happened here in a long time yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's speculation on my part.
Yeah.
That's me speculating. But yeah, anytime you get, because that's the thing is we see, hey, Warren County's under a flash flood warning. You look
Right.
outside. Well, I don't see any water in my backyard, so I guess I'm safe.
But then at the same time, you say that, and then we hear in Morrison and Viola that, the tractor pull area, it's now a river. Or Morrison is in need, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah. And it depends on where your area is. And from my understanding, the National Weather Service told them in that area that get to higher ground immediately because this is a life and death situation. And
they had, what did they say? There was 2 notifications sent out in that area. So they had at least 2 to 3 hours is what they're saying to evacuate. They're saying that oh, you weren't lying.
It wasn't me.
Oh, but with that said, I don't know what's going to happen now. Is the camp going to get shut down after all this? Because I don't know. But Megan commented, she said 18 feet in a few hours is unheard of. She goes, we have sensors in the rivers here that watch things like that because of the runoff can build up so quickly. One place I know for sure that has these is Cummins Falls. And so again, my heart goes out to all those families. I think I also read in there that they said that this hasn't happened since the early 90s back in Texas when one of the hurricanes came through and created, and this is a death toll, by the way. This is not, the flood. It was the death toll. And I do hope and pray, and I know they're saying on the news and everything that we just need to be realistic and, keep praying for these families. And, but at the same time, I hope they find more living than the other, but
yeah,
I don't know. And that's why, before I forget, I'm going to put them on the list as well. The Texas girls that are missing.
Yeah, it's just tragic because, as a parent, you're putting your child's safety into somebody that I mean, it's not like these people were totally strangers or anything like that. I mean, this is an annual camp. These are people from your church or wherever, and you put their safety in somebody else's hands, and then something like this tragically happens. And it just, as a parent, the worst thing, I was always told, my great grandmother told me, the worst thing to do is to bury a child.
Yeah.
And, because she had to bury a son. And she said it's the worst thing for a parent to go.
Megan said, my mom said that cops were going door to door that night before trying to evacuate. Retha commented saying, I think it was the time of when they put out the warning. Most people were asleep. And then it says, moving a big camper isn't an easy thing in the day. At night, it would be terrible. I'd leave the camper behind and go.
Right.
I would just leave.
Easily could have. Chandy says, easily could have been any of us. How many times have we seen an alert come across our phone and just go on about our day? Exactly. And
every time there was a tornado warning, I said, see you, I'm going to be outside.
Right. Well, we want to go outside and see it. I'm just going to be honest with you. We go outside and look at it. Chandy Birch also said or Megan tells Chandy, that's what I said. I told my mom, I was like, how do I know if the river is just going to flood the neighbors' backyards or come across the street? You never know. And I think that, unfortunately, incidents like this in future references, there's probably going to be a different plan, I guess is the way to say it, is put in place so this doesn't happen again. Maybe, what Megan said about they put in the rivers to help, fix things like this. Maybe Texas should see what other people are doing in case of flooded areas.
Right.
I don't know, but they
Yeah.
are thoughts and prayers for sure.
Yeah, this changes everything, right? I mean, it's like, do they continue doing the camp? Do they move the camp somewhere else? If they keep the camp in the same area, is it going to be, there's going to be some different weather safety protocols?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's tragic, and a lot of finger pointing going on.
Yeah, at this point, a lot of finger pointing, and that's just how it's going to be. You have a lot of parents that are like you said, burying their kids. They're going to have to bury their children, and it's part of the grieving process. You got to either figure it out or blame someone. You got to blame. I hate to say blame something, and that's just part of it. But guys, if you do have a prayer request that you would like to get on the show today, please let us know at the bottom. Thank you, Megan. River sensors. Maybe that's something they should implement in there. We will come back and talk now more things locally, things going on. And so remember, Warren County, keep it first.
My dad had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company, the Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
Convenient pickup and delivery services for everything from oil change to rapid repairs. Need battery replacements or wipers? We've got you covered with our mobile service.
This is Jonathan Beavers. I'm the new sales manager here at Reddick Brown Ford on Highway 55. I'm born and raised here my whole life. I'm very supportive and dedicated with over 10 years of automotive experience. Check out our expanding pre-owned inventory on our website or come drive by, and we'd also be happy to appraise your vehicle.
To check out our new service department. We have 2 new advisors, 1 new parts counter staff, and some fresh faces on our pickup and delivery team. We're excited to offer you even better service with our expanded team. Join the Reddick Brown Ford family today. Call or text us at 931-668-2177. Experience transparency and carefree service like never before. Your satisfaction is our priority. We want to be your number one local go-to dealership.
Stop it. Welcome back, Warren First 931ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside with my boy,
Duke Rice, live from your nation in the Haver compound.
I love it. I love it. Remember, guys, if you do have a prayer request, please send it our way. Thanks to all the comments on our last topic. Just to wrap the Texas flooding issue. Retha said, look what happened in Nashville several years ago. Not near this devastation, but how quickly that happened. And then Megan said, you can also go to your local parks. As she said, this is our local parks website, and you can get water flow updates and river level updates. It will also tell you if a park is closed due to flooding. So just a little, information.
Wait, isn't Davila in
Davila moved to Texas yesterday, but we'll talk about that later. But with that said, moving on to the next thing, all local, all the time here. Yes.
She moved to that place?
She didn't move to that place.
Okay,
Hush,
cool.
just hush. I love you. Hush. I love you.
She went.
So a big congratulations, first and foremost, to Dorian Lofiers. I'm probably jacked up their name as well. But congratulations, because the Tennessee Teacher of the Year finalists have come out. And this teacher is from Dibble Elementary School here in the Warren County community. They pick 9 each year. And again, I'm so excited that one of our... Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go, bro?
I don't know. It just dropped. All of a sudden, it was like, how'd you like StreamYard? Would you like to join? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, what happened?
Those pop-ups, man.
Those daggum pop-ups.
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. But yes, so congratulations to the 2025-2026 teachers here in Tennessee of Teacher of the Year finalists. They picked 9, and Warren County is back on that list again.
Yay!
Yes. So I was trying to see where it talked about when it's going to get announced exactly, or is that it says the finalists, Teacher of the Year finalists. I was trying to see the 9 finalists, each of 8 Center of Regional Excellence areas in the state, as well as Shelby County Municipal Area. It says the Teacher of the Year and 3 winners for each grand division will be selected from this group and announced during the Excellence in Education Tennessee Teacher of the Year banquet this August. So next month, we're going to find out who is the lucky winners chicken dinners. Also going on, give y'all a little bit, and all this, by the way, is also in our newspaper as well. We also added the parks and the park theaters, Lost and Found. Make sure you check that out. There's a lot of stuff people lose. And I saw some sunglasses and like spectacles in there. I'm like, brother's got to be seeing, right? And then I was trying to scroll through here. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, because I needed the blow up picture of this. The sideline stories for our newspaper has been a little brief because, as you all know, we've been in a dead period with sports right now, where this was a time for them to relax, rest, be with family and friends.
Go on vacation.
On vacation, all that jazz. Yeah. So we did talk about the dead period in there, as well as the youth, our volleyball team, which if you're not following any of our sports teams on their social medias, you need to, because I am loving how they're showcasing their freshmen, their sophomore. Like, you see these cool looking sports pictures, and I love stuff like that. But with that said, talking about volleyball, Chandy said, thank God for the dead period. I know a lot of people enjoy that. Make sure you sign up today for the youth volleyball camp. The signups are going on right now. The camp is from July the 14th through on the 15th. It's a 2-day camp. It's from 10 a.m. to noon. Any girls entering 1st grade through 8th grade who are interested in learning more about the game, you can scan that QR code that is on our, it's not only on in our newspaper, but we'll push it up here for you right quickly. So you guys can, like, if you want to, screen it, whatevs. As it takes me a second to go to the upload. To the uploads. Where'd you go, boo? Where'd you go? See, I hate when this does it to me. Okay. That is not it. I don't think it is. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I'm just not going to find it right now. We're going to move on. But tomorrow I'll show you the QR code a little bit better. But yeah, if you child is interested in volleyball, learning the techniques, learning all that, please go to their Facebook page, all their social medias, and scan that QR to register today. Another thing, I know me and Duke like this a lot. We love some sweet corn.
Amen.
Thank you. There is a boy named Ty Fan, and he is with the FFA. He's an FFA member, and they are asking to help out this poor boy to sell all his corn. Sell it out, y'all. If you would like some good old-fashioned sweet corn, call Ty Fan at 615-318-5490. He sell out of his corn, guys. He needs help the best he can. I think it's really great when we can help support FFA members and our youth here in the Warren County community. Real fast. Yeah, that was the last thing I got. Let me make sure I share that too. Let's talk a little bit about beta. Did your kids ever get into beta, Duke?
No.
I'm about to go into beta.
So Walker is at that age where he can now do beta because he is a 5th grade.
By the way, I don't want to ask this really, but what is beta again?
So that's what we're going to talk about.
Very good question.
That's such a great question, son. Well, over the week, last week during the dead period, even though it was dead to some, the National Beta Convention was going on. And so we have 2 stories that is in this week's newspaper. So make sure you check that out. Warren County Betas, they shine in Orlando. And this was in Kissimmee, Florida. It was the 2025 National Beta Convention wrapped up this week at the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center, making another successful year. This is one of America's largest independent, non-profit educational youth organization, if you want to know. The annual gathering brought together thousands of nations' brightest young leaders, including students from the Warren County School, for an intensive week of competition, learning, and celebration. Now, this went on from June 22nd through July 3rd, showcasing exceptional talents and the dedication of the Beta members across the United States. Among participating schools, which I want to shout out to all of you guys, Bobby Ray Elementary, Eastside Elementary, Morrison, Centertown, Warren County Middle School, Warren County High School. Now, several Warren County students did more than just participate. They garnered awards for their respective clubs. Morrison's Gabby Mallory and Lila Mallory received first place in performing arts on the variety for their rendition of The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow from the musical Annie. Other notable winners were Tabby Porter with Centertown Elementary School, placed 3rd in woodworking. Bobby Ray Elementary placed 5th in technology. And then Canterbury Cotton from Eastside Elementary placed in 2nd in jewelry. The Warren County High School continued their tradition of bringing back several national awards, and you can read all that in this week's newspaper as well. Addison Whittlekin placed 9th on on-site drawing and 6th in pottery. Avery Boulding placed 10th in sculpture. Violet Harden placed 6th in jewelry. Sky Smith, Carolyn McGee, Jacory Scales, Violet Harden, Arlo Ming, Kyle Smith, and Sarah Turner placed 9th in the lead outside of the competition. Addison Windelkin placed 9th and outside of the and 6th in pottery. Okay, that just accidentally did that twice. That's okay. I'm trying to see what else here happened. Okay. But yeah, again, as far as Beta goes, this is a great organization to get your kids involved that I think have that like extrovert, want to think outside the box.
It's good for college too.
It's good for college. To explain what Beta Club is, I really would like to have somebody from Beta in here to talk. We'll try to get them in. I know that they're just coming back, and I didn't want to bombard them with, all that stuff. We're gonna call them. But with Walker being older now, there's a certain age group that is only, I don't think they do it in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but I have noticed that I think it starts in 4th grade. And so I don't know why he didn't do it last year at Covenant, but this year we did get a confirmation over the weekend from Orchard Grove that they have been, they got the certification that they needed to start the elementary program. So again, I think it's just a great overall program for kids. Some kids are not athletically built or trained or can't throw a ball or whatever the case may be, but they're academically smart and creative. And so I think the Beta Club is just another great outlet for our youth to be a part of. Wouldn't you agree, Dukesters?
Yes, I would agree. Yes. I'm trying to think. I think we had Beta in high school, but before that, I remember being in what was called the pilot program, into which, if you were an honor roll student, and believe it or not, this guy right here at one point was an honor roll student.
What?
Yeah.
Stop yourself.
And so we would go to different elementary schools and put on plays and do some other different stuff and work on things. And I think that was more of a prelude into getting ready if you want to go into a Beta Club and those type of things. And so it was a lot of fun, and I got to hang out with smart children, and that's always a good thing. Sometimes maybe some of that rubs off on you every once in a while.
I agree.
We'll see.
Well, let's do a quick live read. I want to do a shout out to my boys T&Z Rental and Removal. Make sure you give Zach and them a call for any of your needs. I have to get this. I told you, I love you. God bless the children. God bless the children. That's what I always say. But real fast, let's see. There it is. Okay. So with that said, please give him a call at 743-9079 or 224-8593. They do everything from junk removal guys to trailer rentals, property cleanouts, that's commercial and residential. And they do cover all of Middle Tennessee and beyond. So make sure you give them a call and tell them Kelly sent you. We're going to take another break and hear some more words from our sponsors. But when we get back, and I know Duke remembers Mr. Brad Walker, we're going to talk a little bit about Brad Walker resigning as director of the Magnus Library.
Shaka.
Right next to us.
Yeah, the Magnus Library is right over here. But we will be right back. But first and foremost, let's get in a word from our sponsors. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren County for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Your one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks in Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
This summer, give your ride the shine it deserves with 5150 Mobile Detail LLC. From cars and trucks to SUVs, RVs, and even semis, we bring our top-notch detailing and pressure washing services right to your home or business for your convenience. Want to learn more? Scan the QR code today, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for awesome updates and specials. Ready to get started? Give us a call at 743-1130 for a quote. 5150 Mobile Detail, where your vehicle shines and convenience is key.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Hello, McMinnville. I'm live at Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli. It's Warren First 9 through 1. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Duke, hanging out at the Havener compound live from your nation.
Your nation. So, real fast, I've got to say, I want to share this with everybody. Right there, Queen. Yes. Can everybody see that? No, you cannot see that. No. Why would you be able to see that? I don't know, Kelly. Come on now. Remove, add. Here we go. It's kind of hard to see it, but I'm going to read this. So the Magnus Library issued a press release on July the 3rd. It says, Magnus Library announces the departure of Library Director Brad Walker. On July 3rd, the Magnus Library Board of Trustees announces, with deep respect and understanding, the resignation of the Library Director, Brad Walker, effective June 30th, 2025. Brad Walker has been with the Magnus Library for 31 years, serving as genealogist, assistant director, and director. During his time as director, Brad has led the library through significant periods of growth, innovation, and community engagement. Under his leadership, the library expanded its services, launched new programs, and solidified its role as a key resource for residents in the Warren County. Brad has been, they quoted saying, Brad has been an outstanding leader and a passionate advocate for the public access to information and community enrichment, said Ben Myers, chair of the Board of Trustees. His vision and tirelessness work have had a lasting impact, and we are profoundly grateful for his dedication to the library and its patrons. The Board of Trustees has named Assistant Director Marissa Chapman to serve as the interim director and will be launching a search for a permanent replacement in the coming of the weeks. So it was just so sad to hear this news, like right before 4th of July. I was like, what? But I was going to reach out to Brad, but it being the holiday, I was going to give him his time and then reach out to him on a later date sometime this week to see if he would like to come on and say like his kind of a farewell, or maybe it's not really a farewell kind of thing. But it has stirred up some people here in the community, as it should.
Well, change is always hard, but 31 years in a position, and for him to say, maybe it's just my time to go away and do something different. I mean, that's a long time. And of course, we've had him on our show before, and also on BMC with Paul Kelly back in the day, talking about all the different stuff with the library, and also, the Genealogical Society and all that as well. So. Brad is just a wealth of information, whatever his next journey is, and maybe he just wants to enjoy life. I mean, that's the thing, is 31 years, that's a long time. And so you got to respect that. If he just felt like, you know what, I'm just going to turn it over to somebody else. I've enjoyed my time. I want to spend time with grandchildren, or me and the wife want to go travel, whatever that is. Yeah. Right? I mean, could be anything.
People retire for so many different reasons.
Yeah. So, congratulations to him. And whoever steps into that role next, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic as well. Yes. Won't be Brad, but, nobody's Brad. So,
no, nobody can be Brad.
Brad's Brad. So, anyway, but it's just time to, sometimes it's just time to move on. Believe me, I know.
Yeah. And speaking of another farewell, I didn't tell Duke about this, but me and Kaysen were talking about this off air because I feel like this is a great transition to talk about it too. If you did not get to see over the weekend on Saturday, Ozzy Osbourne's farewell.
Yes, farewell concert.
Yeah, his farewell concert that he's going is like he even retired over the weekend. I'm like, first Brad, now Ozzy. I'm done. But if you did get to watch it, I know that Kaysen, if you want to like just slip in here, and Walker got to watch a little bit of it too, but you'll hear him on the sideline. Can't get everybody in. Did you get to watch it, Duke?
Yeah, I saw some of it as well. Yeah, it was great. I tell you, one of the funniest things that I saw was before the concert, backstage, when Kelly Osbourne's fiance, or well, it wasn't fiance at the time, but boyfriend, proposed to her right in front of Ozzy and Sharon, everybody backstage, and obviously she said yes and everything. But it was just funny, Ozzy's reaction. It's like, you're not marrying my bloody daughter, or something like that. Making right before he popped the question.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
You didn't get permission from me, what?
Yeah, and so, but I kind of knew that. He's in the early stages of Parkinson. You kind of see before the show his legs shaking and everything, and and they had to keep him in a chair and all that. But man, he sounded great, and he kind of came on and did his thing, and then Black Sabbath came on, and I don't want to take everything away from Kaysen, what Kaysen's going to add to it, but I thought that it was just fantastic to kind of see all that, and also my understanding is that all the proceeds from the ticket sales for all that went to charities that Ozzy's involved in.
Yeah, that's what I understood because everybody was making a big stink like tickets are $1,000. And again, I love Sharon Osbourne. She is she's a boss lady, y'all, and she knows how to do it right. She knows. And if you saw the commercials playing in, I think those commercials were some of the charities that Ozzy is a part of, essentially, because they weren't, insurance commercials. They were like talking about, it's all one of us that was in England. It's a hospital in England. It's like the Children's Miracle Network for us.
Yeah.
They help out kids, children's hospitals and stuff.
And that was one of the charities that was benefiting from that as well.
Yeah.
Another funny thing was Jason Momoa, Aquaman. He was talking about how he wanted tickets, and he's trying to figure out a way to get tickets because all the tickets were gone. And so Sharon was like, "Why don't you just host it?
Yeah.
Just come on over and host it." And he's like, "Really?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I've never hosted anything before in my life," and so he was the host of it.
And you could tell he was like new at that because he'd come on all rugged, like, "All right, you blippity blip blip blip."
Yeah.
Maybe drunk.
Yeah. Well, obviously. And then he wouldn't get off. Now, professional person here would like get off the mic, smile and nod, like, "Bye." He just get done.
Yeah, toss it to somebody. Yeah.
And it's like, and if anybody watched it, you could see Jason Momoa here. Let me have this. As the band's coming through, he's like this. You could see him in all the frames.
At least it was hosted by an actual fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that there's pros and cons, yes. But I've never seen, I'll tell you this, Jason Momoa is so much hotter now to me because he looks so normal, like the normal, uber super fan, Like that's everybody wants to be like that when they see their idols. They're like, "Oh my gosh, look who's here." But then they tell us as MCers, "Hey, listen, you don't need to act like that, okay?
Yeah.
We need to stay professional."
Right.
And I'm like, because Duke's always like, "Now, Kelly." And I'm like, he's like, "Kelly."
Yeah.
Okay.
What I always loved is anytime we were at the fair or park theater or whatever it was, somebody would always right before we get up, somebody would always say, "Now don't screw it up."
Yeah.
And then Kelly would freak out over that. She'd just be like, "Oh, what'd they say that for? I'm like, it's okay. We're just gonna go out there, do your thing. It's fine."
Yeah, smile and nod, Kelly. Like if you mess up, just smile and nod. That's what I do.
It was a good time.
Nod. You got like a beauty filter on? I look like a Barbie doll.
Yeah, actually, it is a filter. It's the Fix Everybody's Appearance filter.
Oh.
Thank you. No, but you got to watch a little bit, Kaysen, because I saw Kaysen come in. Look at this. He is representing Metallica today.
Yeah, they were on the show. Yep.
Okay, so talk about about you watching it. I mean,
I only saw Tool and Maynard. He's a little bit older, but he's still got everything. I mean, I love the band a lot, and they did a really good rendition of, I can't remember the song's name, but it's Black Sabbath, and it was really, really good. And I sat there and listened to it for like half an hour.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And when I was watching it, I was telling Kaysen off air, I liked how they called it the super bands, where they had everybody together. And the one I really enjoyed was Tom, say his last name? Morello's band.
He was in, what was the name of it? Rage Against the Machine, and he was in a band with Chris Cornell.
That's right, yes.
I'm sure.
It's okay. It's all right. But with that said, the three jumpers at the beginning of it was like Travis Parker, those Mama Good Jeans. Yeah. Travis Parker from Blink-182.
The guy from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Fleet. Was it Fleet? No,
not Fleet.
Not Fleet.
It was
the drummer guy that looks like Will Ferrell.
Oh, Chad Parker. No, not Chad.
No.
Chad.
I can't think of his name. Smith?
Yeah. Chad.
Smith?
Maybe it's Chad Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, Chad Smith. And then the guy in the middle that I keep forgetting his name. They did a drum song specifically. They had the band, of course, they had everybody else, but we're like, "Where's the singer? When's the singer?" And I'm like, "Well, Nick, sometimes it's just about the music, man. It's just about the music, you know? And sure enough, it was. Each of them did drum solos.
Oh,
it
wow.
was phenomenal. And you could see them looking at each other. And, you know, and then they also chimed over at, I got to give a shout out to Kourtney Kardashian and their little baby, the Barker baby, or the Parker baby was there. And you also got to see Kelly, or not Kelly, you got to see Sharon Osbourne.
Danny Carey was the other one.
Thank you. Who's he with? There was so many bands. Metallica was there, Tool, Billy
Corgan.
Billy Corgan was the lead singer in that band. And when he came out, I felt aged. I was like, oh my God, look at him.
Black Sabbath, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Slayer,
Tool. I mean,
Pantera, Gojira, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Hailstorm, Anthrax, Rival Sons. Yep, that's all of them, I think.
Yeah, there was a ton of bands, and they each got to play 15 to 20 minutes apiece. Sammy Hagar came out and sang.
Sammy was there, yeah. Oh.
I think Sammy needs to have a farewell. Okay.
Oh, wow. Man.
The
Red Rocker.
He wasn't bad, but he was.
The guy's 78 years old. The fact that he can even get on the stage is miracle enough.
That is true. Now, I will tell you this. I want to give a shout out and a little prayer to my boy, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. If you watched that, did you watch him sing? Okay. So, of course, he's up in the age too, but he still looked phenomenal. He did look like a very stylish grandma coming out in his getup.
He makes the gray hairs look good, though.
He does.
He dyes it so it looks like just highlights.
I thought it was highlights, but it's not.
It's not. It's more dye than it is hair highlights.
Probably so.
But it looks good.
But when he sang "Walk This Way," because they had close-ups of everybody like this, like you could see them. And there was a part where he goes, like, but that song is so fast. Even people that sing that karaoke, it is a difficult song to sing because how fast it is. And he got through it, and then he just chimed right back in to get where he needed to be. And I'm like, you go, Steven Tyler. Thank you. I'm just saying. When he muffled it, I was like, now I feel validated as a singer. Like, if I mess up on words, I'm okay. But they did have monitors. I will say this. Through the entire show, you could tell there was monitors because getting all those people together to practice this, I bet was really difficult.
Oh, yeah. And it was in England. It was in
England, yes.
Yeah, Birmingham, yeah.
And lastly, and we'll move on, I want to give a shout out to whoever came up with the ideal of doing those video tributes from fans.
I saw one with the guy from Korn.
Yep. And Dolly was in it. Dolly did
Dolly, yeah.
Thank you for not wearing black, Dolly, but I do think you missed your opportunity to wear black with rhinestones. Just saying.
Dolly goes emo?
I was hoping if she did, she'd be on some cool black getup, but it's
black leather with some spikes. Hello.
Like coming out of her pockets. But anyways. But I just thought it was really neat how it was more fan based on the thank yous and not so much on, famous people. They did put them in there. But I really yes, exactly, Chandy, the dark side of Dolly. I really enjoy that because at the end of the day, us as fans is what makes these people popular. Like that, it's their job to be these great entertainers. And Ozzy, I want to say Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne, all these rock and roll bands that started off were several people. That's their job. And if they're not great entertainers, they wouldn't make money to live these lavish lifestyles that they do now. Sure. And so, but again, yes, thank you, Ozzy, for that amazing show. Thank you, Sharon, whoever put that together.
Thank you, Jason Momoa,
being the ultimate MC fan. I'm just like, I was jealous. I was like happy that I could see he is actually normal. He's a normal human being, but at the same time, I was just like, God, it was, he. Let me tell you, I wish there was an F-bomb count. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, if you watched it, there was a lot.
Oh yeah.
Metallica in Nashville was, especially with Pantera.
Oh yeah. Again, if you let your children watch it, just know that
Parental
there's
advisory
on the word, because every 2 or 3 words you would hear that word. I'm just saying. Real fast, if you have not, I don't have a copy. I just got word that the newspapers are ready to pick up. Yay!
Yay!
So we're gonna cut it here a little sooner than later. Yes, he was the coolest. I agree, Tisha. If you have not picked up a copy of your local voice, or if you would like us to deliver them to you today, we can do that. Kason and Walker are going to be getting the newspapers here shortly to go do the doorstep deliveries. Text the keyword 931-369-3050 with the keyword doorstep with your name, your phone number, and your address. And the way we do it is you just put a simple plastic bag on your door and put $2 in it, and the boys will drop the paper in and collect your money. Now, if you would like to order ahead like some of our folks have done, you can do that as well, and we just make notes on our end to, and then let you know when the next payment comes up. But that's how we do it here. We're very basic. We're very old school. Good morning, Justin Neely. Y'all did a phenomenal job. Night Sun rocking out the bands. Say that number one more time. Shandy, it's 931-369-3050. 931.
I'm gonna be home after work, Mom.
3050. I think she went. Hey, message me, girl. I'll take care of you. Your son does a phenomenal job, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
He does a great job. But if you also want a digital copy sent to you as well, text that number and just type in local voice with your email address, and I will definitely. Oh, thank you, Chandy. She's on top of it. Look at her. We're just gonna put that right there.
That's a great idea.
Boom. You need the number. But guys, it is packed full of all the 4th of July events. We had over 100 people respond to the photos, so I wanted to make sure to get each and every photo I could into it. Also, I'll get you out of the screen so you can do your thing.
I'm all yawning and stuff.
Yes, yeah. No sleepy, get out. Also, we talk about, now that you're yawning and you're making me lose my train of thought. We also talk about, of course, Brad Walker with his resignation. We also talk about the Park Theater's Lost and Found. We do the congratulations to the Teacher of the Year. We also talk about Covenant Academy is now enrolling for the 2025-2026 school year. So if you're interested in that, the Pregnancy Care Center over the right during the holiday week is celebrating the arrival of a set of twins. And so we did talk about that this week. There was not, I want to say there wasn't as much going on, but there was a lot going on. Also, too, we talk about the unclaimed prize alert from our coffee drive-through. If you want to get into that contest with the game, they are one of our many sponsors here, so make sure you check that out. We talked about of course, the Texas flooding. We also talk about the Brentwood woman that was killed in the drowning. We talk about the volleyball stuff going on that we did on the show, how the dead period was, the beta stuff. And we also had 1, 2, 3 obits that were turned in this week, and one being a little baby. You never understand why things happen like they do, but my prayers and thoughts goes to that family as well that lost a little boy over the weekend. And then, of course, the Farmer's Almanac is back at its best. And this time, somebody was asking me the other day, dude, like some gardening to-do tips for July. And so I put that in this week's article for the Farmer's Almanac. So if you guys are interested in knowing what to do and when to do it, there you go. And then lastly, the Business BuzzFeed page is back. Make sure you check that out. That's courtesy of the Warren County McMinnville Chamber of Commerce. There was a new members alert. Shout out to them as congrats to I want to say it was Casa Works Incorporated, the Rogers Group, and Scooters Coffee in McMinnville. It hasn't officially opened yet. We're waiting for Scooters to let us know. A great program for upcoming high school juniors. Just to talk about that quickly, this is the leadership of McMinnville. Me and Duke have seen them several times come through. It's another great program for them to learn anything and everything about Warren County. It's just a great little program to be a part of. So there is a deadline. Make sure you email and call the Chamber of Commerce as soon as possible for that. Let's see. Second Chances page is still going on. We got 4 new dogs up and running, as well as the Community Connections page on the dates that have been turned in for upcoming July events. Just so much going on. There's 12 pages packed with a ton of information. And for all those people that have been enjoying my recipe page, I had to kick that out because it's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't want to take out the community news. I just can't. Any last words, Duke, before we go?
I just want to let everybody know that today is officially Chocolate Day. So get out there and get you some chocolate today and enjoy and indulge because it is Monday. And outside of that, I've had a great time this morning. It was a lot of fun. We had a blast. Even though I didn't get to, I want to make mention that my wife had changed my creamer on me.
Oh, please. Okay, this moment we're going to call is poo on you. What were you thinking? Go, Duke, go.
So, okay, back in the day, Kelly knows I used to take my coffee black. Well, then I got on this kick of having heavy whipping cream in my coffee. It's really, really good because there's a lot of sugar in creamers and all this stuff. And so I try to keep my blood sugar low and all this other stuff or maintain it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Saturday morning, Tara gets my coffee and I'm like, it's a little darker than it is usually because, the heavy whipping cream really lightens it up. And so I'm drinking everything. Well, then my mother-in-law comes in and she's like, would you like more coffee? I was like, yeah, sure. So she brings me the heavy whipping cream and I pour it in there. And I don't think, I'm just thinking it's the heavy whipping cream until last night. Tara's going over the grocery list and she goes, okay, I got this, and half and half. Half and half?
Ludicrous.
I go, what's, it's supposed to be heavy whipping cream. She goes, well, I got you some half and half. Is it not the same? No, you've been putting half and half in my coffee this whole entire time. I said, no wonder it's been funky. She goes, is it really? I go, yes, it's totally different taste. It's not, I was like, were you trying to do? Kill me? So anyway, she dumped out the half and half this morning and she asked for forgiveness and that it will never happen again.
Yeah, right. But it's like me and Duke were saying when he was telling me this morning, I was like, back in the day when my dad would get onto my mom, he would be like, are you trying to kill me, woman?
Yeah.
And then my mom, very nice Southern Belle, would be like, listen, Randall, if I did that, we wouldn't have this conversation.
Hey, some stuff is poison out there, man.
But hey, I will tell you on your creamers, I don't know if you've seen this. Don't do this at home, guys. But it's all over social media where creamers, like the dry ones, they're flammable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To the morning.
Yeah. So
the powder creamer, yeah.
Yeah, you can pour it out and light it up and it. So if you ever need an instant,
emergency fire.
Or
your heat's out,
or what is those things that people a mock tie? What is it called?
Or somebody has accidentally locked you in the bathroom somewhere. You need to blow up the lock.
So don't tell Casey that.
Thermite.
I just want to say, Chandy goes. Also, don't forget to mention that the local game shop has opened up in the mall this past weekend, and it's owned by Gardner Loudermilk.
Garner Loudermilk.
He is not from here, is he?
He used to be in Cookeville. He actually used to have a store in Cookeville, and then he moved down here.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then
he wised up.
Exactly. Tisha says, "Poo on you has took me out." Thank you.
Oh.
And then Sherry Moore says, "Don't tell Kaysa that trick."
She surely has
Whoopsies.
some dry.
I already said. And lock up any powdered creamer stat.
She doesn't use powdered creamer anymore. She's gotten so old to the point that she uses just black coffee.
Oh.
Hey.
Don't call your
Like
mom
I always
old.
said.
I'm old.
Like I always said, I like my coffee like I like my men, strong and black.
Hey, man.
This has been a phenomenal Monday morning. Guys, please, if you want, again, I just got messages on the side about what's that number again? 931-369-3050, which, by the way, if you're watching, it's streamed right here. If you have a question, text or call me at that number, 369-3050. We are going to be doing doorstep deliveries here in the next 20 to 30 minutes. So if you want to get your card copy, we try to deliver them every Monday the best we can. Yes, News Dash. Here he goes. Get in here, boys. News Dash. There's Walker. Yeah, just a little head. There we go. Here you go. Sorry. Charcoal lighter. Yes. With that said, we try to do our best with getting the newspapers out to you on Monday. What happened? Bro, who you calling old? Oh, I'm catching up with all this month. Okay, but with that said, text that number. Let us know. We do try our diligence to get it out by Monday after 1 or 2 o'clock, but sometimes the printers act up and sometimes there's a holiday. And so we can't get it out till Tuesday. But our goal is to send out a text message to let you guys know when your paper has been delivered successfully. So we're all on the same page. Okay? But I love each and every one of you guys. Take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the day. Duke, love you.
Peace out, everybody. Love you guys.
Tomorrow. And
all right.
remember, Warren County, say it together, team. Keep it
Keep it
first.
Smell my fingers.
Oh, my God.